I want SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. He's Mike Brenner. It is Week 10 in college football. We are the odds couple. You come to you from sportsbookreview.com, SBRodds.com. We're talking with Jeff from BMOCwins.com. Right now we're going to take a look at Syracuse and Clemson. Mike Brenner and I, this is a game we've discussed a bit more than the other college football games this week, and we're both on the over. We're both kind of liking the over, and you're high on Clemson, which I can certainly understand. I just don't exactly know what to make of this line at this point. It hasn't moved actually since opening, which is interesting. It's 26 or 26 and a half, but we're both on the over 61 and a half. And let's just go to Jeff, right?
Absolutely. We broke it down.
We basically think that Clemson's going to put up a whole bunch of points, and Syracuse is probably going to put up enough to make the game go over.
And it might have a backdoor cover written all over.
You don't think that Syracuse is going to be able to put up enough to get a cover here, and I think you're liking the first half more. You only go on first half or the full game? What do you think?
I think I'm on both, but both? I have to look. I don't have it in front of me.
Point is you're liking Clemson, and we're both liking the over.
Got a big momentum after that Florida State win.
Jeff from BMOCwins.com. What do you think of the over and maybe 26 or 26 and a half for Clemson?
Well, I like the over. I actually like Syracuse in this game, man.
Okay.
How you can bet Clemson at this number, I have no idea. I mean, really, this team has shown nothing that they can cover a number like this. I mean, Syracuse has covered 3 or 4 against Clemson. Clemson's off a big win. You got to figure there's a letdown here facing little old Syracuse. But this Syracuse team's played really well lately. You look at what they've done. 5th in the country in pass offense, 357 a game. And I know many will say, well, Clemson's great defensively. Not against good pass offenses. Against North Carolina State, gave up over 270 in all those games. I'm not in love right now with Clemson defensively, and I'm not in love with them in general. I don't think they're that good a team. They should beat Syracuse here by 14 to 20 points. But laying almost 4 touchdowns here, I'll take a team that's never out of a game. With Syracuse, they're going to throw the ball to the numbers at 0. Dino Babers loves to run up and down the field. And look, one other thing, guys. The last 4 times, Syracuse has been a underdog of 21 and a half to 31 points. They've covered all 4 of them. Clock change in November, not good for Clemson. They failed to cover in 7 of 8 in November. Give me Syracuse plus all these points. I like it.
Yeah, well, Syracuse is off a bye, and they did have 2 covers before that bye. Now, everything Jeff just said just makes me like the over even more.
Yeah.
How are you feel, though, Mike Brenner? You have taken a position on Clemson.
I have, and I took it on the first half. I looked when you were looking. I didn't take the full game. And you know what? It is a good breakdown because when you think about it, and 3 out of 4 they've covered against Clemson in the last 4. Clemson might take a deep breath. That was a big win against Florida State, and Syracuse I forgot they were off a bye. They're coming off a bye. That's huge.
And two ATS
of course, and an outright win a couple weeks ago when they were a dog. So I think you know what, I wouldn't go one-on-one. No mano against big man on this one.
And I actually think you're both right because I think a big chunk of Syracuse's value here plus 26 is on a backdoor cover.
Hey, Peter,
go ahead.
One concerning thing, and one thing that I love the over is. This Syracuse team, they gave up 62 to Louisville, 50 to Notre Dame. They give up 28 points to Wake. I just have a hard time thinking that this isn't like a 52 to 24 type of game. I think it'll be close to the number, but if you're getting around 4 touchdowns, I think that's just a little too many.
All right. Well, actually, at 52-24, you lose on a Syracuse bet.
I would.
At Syracuse. Clemson.
You got to be careful when you quote a score and realize that score goes against your actual.
But you know what? He's been crunching numbers 24 hours a day like you, Pistol Pete.
Listen, I think.
You know what? I was never good at math.
No, I think that my take from all this, and we're kind of like this is like a community of minds here. We put all of our heads together, and we're almost as smart as one person here. I think that my takeaway from this is that the over is actually the best play.
I think it is
Take
too.
away the over. And,
I know. I jumped on it with you on that over. I'm on that.
And as far as the spread, I think both of you might be right. Clemson on the first half and Syracuse on the full game. Jeff from BMOCwins.com recommending a play on Syracuse. Line hasn't moved right now. Plus 26 and a half is available. And, of course, Mike Brenner is official on the first half. Jeff, thanks so much for joining us once again.
Thanks, big man.
Thanks, guys.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.